If you have been following me and my channel for a longer time, you will have seen this probably in December last year. I've decided to get it out because it was sort of a mix in with my Christmas presents that I got from my parents. And some of you might know that I'm not on the best of terms with them at the moment. But my mum gave it to me in this plastic. It says cross stitch, made by my mother long ago. I hope you can use it and enjoy it, Mummy. Now, my real grandma died of ALS before my mum got married. I think before my mum got married. Well, definitely before I was born, because my granddad was married to his second wife before I was born. So I never got to meet her. I've heard stories, not very many. I've seen a few photos, but yeah, because that part of my family lives in the UK and I live in Switzerland, there's not that much connection, and we only see each other once a year. At the moment I haven't seen my English family, my British family I must say, for a few years now. Now this is a cross stitch done by my grandma, apparently. It's got no signature, it's got no date, so I have no idea when she made this, if it was her first piece, if it was, I don't know. And it looks like it was meant to be like on a table, in the middle of a table maybe, so that you put a vase on there with flowers, something, I don't know. It just seems like it so that you can see it from different sides, because it's upside down and the opposite. So I wanted to show you a few things, because I was trying to figure out like how she stitches. So on this piece here, like at the bottom, what I'm trying to show is that she goes over, that's her top leg. Now most of you stitch like that, but I've actually found quite a few stitches like that one there that go the other way. Her top leg is that one. That's the way I stitch. So she did stitch with the leg going in different directions, and I think that's actually quite interesting, because at first glance you wouldn't see it. Also, I think that I mean this is linen, it's definitely linen, don't know what count, and it looks like she's tried hardanger. I'm pretty sure this is, I don't know hardanger, I have no idea, I've never tried it, but it looks like she tried to sort of cut into the fabric to make this little pattern that goes around. And I just think it's very interesting to see somebody else's stitching, and try to find out how they stitched. And I mean, this is not 201. Does it focus? I mean, I don't know. There's a few more than just 201 there. I don't know why she chose to do it like that. No idea. But it's beautiful stitching. Sometimes it seems like a bit of a mess, like in there. As if she's got confused. I don't know. Like I said, this might have been the first piece. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that they didn't have Ada, like nice Ada, when she stitched it. So it just is a beautiful piece to look at, and to try and find out how she stitched it. So, I mean, there are a few unfortunate, there's a stain there, there's a rust stain there, there are a few other bits that I got out, but I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to not going to clean it. I wanted to put it in this gold frame, but it's too big. It'll be too big, and I don't want to cut anything off. I don't want anything to disappear onto the frame. I want to have it out, and I mean, she finished it, so there's no way I can lace it and do something like that, so it's very delicate. So if anybody has any idea what I could do with this, because I'm not going to use it as a pillow, a cushion. I don't want it hanging without any glass in front of it. I need glass because, I mean, it's really delicate. I don't want people to touch it. So if anybody has any ideas how I can like frame this in any way so that I can use it, or what frame I should use, because I don't think the gold is right. Black definitely doesn't work. White is not an option. I really don't know what to do, because it's, like you can see, I mean, it wouldn't fit in this frame like here, and then it's too long. So any ideas welcome, please let me know. Also, what I wanted to show is the back. You can see that she sometimes stitched really neat, pretty neat. Sometimes you can find things like this, a thread that's just there that she didn't cut off. Other times you can see that she carried a thread there, but pretty neat otherwise on that one. And then I found this. I don't know if she just forgot to cut it off, but it's incorporated in what she did there. So you can't really cut it off. It sort of belongs to the piece now. It becomes part of the piece. I don't think you can see it. You can see it from the front. You can see that the thread, you can see it there. But it doesn't matter. It belongs to the piece. So even if you make mistakes, you can leave them. It just makes it more, I don't know, you. So there's another string there. It's just very interesting to see that sometimes she will carry threads, sometimes she wouldn't, sometimes she would leave loose ends, and it's just carried thread there, here, like right over there. There's another one she didn't really cut off. So I presume that she might have actually stitched this during the war, when maybe the lighting wasn't that good. Maybe the tools that she had weren't as good as what we have now. And I'm pretty sure they didn't have anything like Ada. So she stitched on what she had. And I have the feeling that this was what she had. And even the sewing of this has like mistakes in it. But knowing that this comes from somebody that's related to me, who I unfortunately never met, it just makes it so special. Also considering that my family doesn't consider cross stitch a hobby. It's my first hobby. My hobbies used to be reading, eating, sleeping, which aren't real hobbies if you want to see it. But another little thing there. So you can see it's not perfect, but to have this, it just makes me wonder who this woman was and who am I. And somehow, I don't know how I got into cross stitching. I mean, I have somebody in my family who used to do cross stitch. I know my aunt used to do cross stitch, but I think she did mostly the cross stitch where you've got the pattern already on the fabric. So she did lots of scenes of Scotland and stuff like that. But to have something like this, it's just, it makes me wonder, you know, does this go through genes? Do I get this from my grandma? The love for cross stitch? Is it from her? Is it just me? Did I just pick it up and decide to do it and enjoy it because of me? Or was my grandma there and saying, hey, I enjoyed that, you might like it? I don't know. I might incorporate this in a Flosstube, or I might just put it as a standalone. We'll see. It's just something that I would like to be able to see every day, so please help me find a way to display this. It would mean a lot to me. Anyway, thank you for listening to me so long. I'm really grateful for anybody who just watches and enjoys my videos, and maybe can help me find a solution for this. Thank you.